Continuing up the brainstem, we've gone from the medulla oblongata up to the pons. The next step is going up even higher up here, which you can barely see from this view. That is going to be the midbrain. So what I'm going to do is open the brain up so we can see from an internal view. Now that we've changed views and we're now looking at a complete mid-sagittal cut here, from the inside we can again see, starting down here, you start with the medulla oblongata, heading up to the pons, and the top of the brainstem, or the most superior aspect, is going to be the midbrain. Now in the midbrain, just like the previous two regions, we also have cerebellar peduncles. But now these are going to be the superior cerebellar peduncles. So again, in this particular model, it symbolizes these lines traveling here. Superior cerebellar peduncle, connecting the midbrain to the cerebellum. If we change views back to that larger brainstem model, so now that we're back on the larger brainstem, we're looking more at the posterior side. So again, orientation-wise, this part right here is going to be the inferior cerebellar peduncle. This will be the middle cerebellar peduncle. And the one up top, this is the superior cerebellar peduncle, helping to connect the midbrain to the cerebellum. So back to this mid-sagittal view. The next structure to point out is going to be these two circles right here. Now since we're only on half the brain, we can only see the one side of this. But there would be these two dome-like structures on both the left and right sides of the midbrain. Together, all four of those domes are referred to as the Corpora Quadrigemina, quad meaning four. But this upper one, the one up top, is referred to as the Superior Colliculi, and the one below is the Inferior Colliculi. Now, the Superior Colliculi is helping with visual reflex centers. It's kind of helping move your head, move your eyes, as you're trying to follow a moving object. So it's helping to coordinate that movement. While the Inferior Colliculi is more of an auditory relay. So that means that both of these have distinctly different functions, the superior and inferior colliculi. The next structure over, if you look just in front of that, or a little more anterior, you see this indent running down. This indent is going to be the cerebral aqueduct. The cerebral aqueduct is going to be a small tube that's helping to connect the third and fourth ventricles. Now, this allows cerebral spinal fluid to travel down the cerebral aqueduct, moving just to the very top of the brainstem, right up here. These lines running up from the midbrain up into this diencephalon region. So this kind of diencephalon region. This line right here, or these lines, are going to be your cerebral peduncles. These cerebral peduncles are helping to connect the brainstem, specifically the midbrain, up to the higher centers of the brain, your cerebral peduncles. So now be careful, the cerebral peduncles and the cerebellar peduncles are different. The cerebral peduncles connect the midbrain up to this diencephalon region. So it's this connection to the higher center, the cerebrum. While the cerebellar peduncles are connecting the three parts of the brainstem back to the cerebellum. So that is your midbrain.